Hello, everybody. I am Dr. F. A. Lohan, Principal Investigator of the project titled Anthropogenic Pressure on Hygam Wetland, Kashmir Valley, with special reference to the nutrient loading, carbon sequestration, total economic value, and LULC change detection using geospatial technologies. This project was sanctioned to us in the month of November-December 2024. So these are basically the research team. Myself on the left side, then Professor F. A. Shaheen, who is the co-PI. He's heading the Institute of Business and Policy Research. Then Professor S. A. Bungru, he's heading the RS and JS lab in the Division of Environment and Division of Soil Sciences. And then two research fellows, Ms. Riva Ejaz and Dr. Irtiqa Malik. As far as the wetlands are concerned, wetlands are very important components of the ecosystem. And in India, there are around 1,317 wetlands. Out of those, 100 are considered as the Ramsar sites. In Jammu and Kashmir also, we have got 404 wetlands. And out of those, four Ramsar sites are in Kashmir Valley, and the one is in the Jammu region. And in the Kashmir Valley, you have got famous wetlands like Vellore Lake, Hokersar wetland, Hygam wetland, which is basically our study site, and then the Shalbug wetland. And as far as the importance of the wetlands is concerned, wetlands are very important as far as biodiversity conservation is concerned, as well they are very important as well as the purification of the water is concerned. They help in the control of the floods, they help in the groundwater recharge, in the mitigation of the climate change. They also help in the shoreline protection, fisheries support, livelihood supports, then nutrient recycling, and also they are very important as far as the recreation and the ecotourism of a particular place is concerned. As far as the study area is concerned, our Hygam wetland, it basically lies in the district Baramulla, which is in the northern district of the Kashmir Valley, and it lies on the floodplains of the river Jhelum. It's a freshwater marshy wetland, and it's characterized by shallow water reed beds and marshy vegetation, and its area is around 801.82 hectares. And then there are two inlet nalas. One is called as Balkol Nala and is called as Nigli Nala, where from the water comes and it goes into the wetland. Then outlet Nala is through Tarzu area, which finally drains into the Vellore Lake. These are some of the pictures of the Hygam wetland, and these Hygam wetland is also famous as far as the floristic biodiversity is concerned. You have got a very good type of the flora like Typha angustata, Phragmites, Phalaris, Sparaginum, Erectum, Carex, Elocaris, Nymphia, Trapanatans, Potamotogeton, and then you have got very much, very big apple orchards in the catchment of this wetland. But it's not only famous for the floristic biodiversity, but this wetland is very famous for the avifauna also. It has been reported that around 3 lakh migratory birds they usually visit this wetland, and these in every year, particularly during the winter months from November to March, and these birds come from Siberia, from Central Asia and Europe and other parts of the world. And then these are the anthropogenic pressures, which are very important as far as the wetland is concerned. Number one is encroachment and the land, which has been considered as very high. Then agricultural runoff, very high. Siltation and sedimentation, solid waste and the plastic is considered as high. Unregulated grazing, over harvesting of reeds and resources, bird disturbance, they are considered as moderate, while as invasive species and the hydrological alteration are considered as the low to moderate anthropogenic pressures as far as the wetland is concerned. These were the four objectives on which we worked basically. One was the characterized seasonal and special patterns of the water quality in different parts of the wetland. The second was to quantify the sediment of organic carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium dynamics of the wetland. Third one was to detect decadal changes of Hygam wetland using remote sensing and GIS technology. And the fourth one was to estimate the total economic value of the ecosystem services. This is basically the research progress in the last 1.5 years. Water quality parameters have been done like temperature, pH, EC, DO, BOD, COD, ammoniacal nitrogen, total phosphorus, nitrate, orthophosphate, TSS, calcium, magnesium, and other parameters. And these were done basically in 3 seasons like winter, spring, and summer. And in all the parameters, we have found that BOD, COD, as well as total phosphorus and orthophosphate, they have shown higher trends as compared to the other parameters. Similarly, oil at Bs was also observed highest in the wetland as compared to other parameters. Then we also measured the zone-wise water quality parameters, like at the inlet of the wetland, in the central part of the wetland, at the outlet part of the wetland. The results are shown on the table. Then we also observed the sediment quality parameters of the Hygam wetland in 3 seasons. winter, spring, and the summer, and we have analyzed pH, EC, organic carbon, total nitrogen, and total phosphorus, and total potassium in these months, and the results are within the permissible range. Then zone-wise sediments were also done, and we have seen that in the central part of the wetland, pH, EC, organic carbon was highest. However, at the inlet part of the wetland, total phosphorus was the highest, but at the outlet, total nitrogen and the total potassium was the highest. Then we discussed about we did some work on the LULC mapping of this wetland using RS and GS technology. And then so many classes were observed, not only in the wetland, but in the catchment area also. So agriculture built up, horticulture, marsh, plantation, water quality were the different types of the classes. And we have seen agriculture has gone down, but built up and horticulture have appreciably increased, as well as the plantation and the water content of the lake has increased in the last 20 or 24 years. Then we did also some work on the total economic value of the wetland, and we have seen that direct use values, indirect use values, and non-use values. Direct use values contribute around 22.44 million, which contributes 36%, while as indirect use contributes 37.82 million, which contributes 61%, of the total economic value. And then the non-use values contribute around 0.25 million, which contributes around 0.4 of the total economic value of the wetland. Then as far as Garrett's ranking is concerned, that pollution and decreased fish, they were ranked as the first as far as the challenge which were faced by the farmers was concerned. Then similarly, the pollution from the local streams and the biodiversity support was considered as the highest ranked pressure as far as the wetland is concerned. So concluding remarks are that the oxygen regime remains favorable in the wetland, but BOD, COD, and also phosphorus, it has gone high. Sediment shows different types of the parameters in different parts of the wetland. LULC has also undergone change, and the total economic value has shown that the indirect sources are contributing much more as far as the wetland ecosystem services are concerned. Before concluding, I will acknowledge the ANRF for providing the financial support, and that made this research possible, and also the IIT Mandi for providing this opportunity. And we are also gratefully thankful to our own university, Sher-e Kashmir University of Agriculture, Science and Technology, for providing the necessary research facilities, infrastructure, and academic environment throughout the course of the work. And for your information, our university has been ranked as the fourth best agricultural university by the international ranking recently. Thank you very much for watching this video. All the best.